Hey guys, so this is another episode of Taco Hunters.
Yeah.
And today we're headed to a taco cart that used to be called Tacos Junior Tijuana. And the reason for that was it was started by the grandkids of a gentleman who had the original Tacos Junior Tijuana in Tijuana. And this cart was about a mile from where I grew up, and this man basically made the Baja style fish and shrimp tacos famous in Tijuana. And you know, they're not from Tijuana originally. They were started in the areas of Ensenada, Puerto Nuevo, Rosarito, and stuff like that. But this cart was so good and so popular that while I was still a kid, he had to buy a second cart, and he opened it up right across the street from his first one. And then he had to buy a third and opened it at the opposite corner. And then eventually he just bought half the block and opened up a restaurant. So a couple years back, I noticed the cart here, which is about a mile from where I live now. And then they opened up a restaurant, and the tacos were amazing. Then one day, both were closed. About a week later, a new cart opened up in the same spot, different name, different cart. But when I went, it was the exact same cooks. Now, I didn't ask what happened, but the tacos are still good. They're great. I forget what the cart's called, so we'll let you know in a little bit. So far, this is Sophia's favorite taco place.
Yes.
Why is that, Sophia?
It's shrimp.
Yeah, she enjoys the Baja style shrimp tacos from there. And Baja shrimp and fish tacos are beer battered. So, you know, they have pico de gallo on them, and cabbage, usually cabbage, some cream, salsa, lime. Not a big fan of lime in my tacos, so it's odd that the first two places we make episodes of require lime in the tacos. But anyway, it's not just fish and shrimp. They also have carne asada. And what I really enjoy about this place is that if you do order the carne asada, they don't put guacamole on them. They just put avocado slices on it. So they're not cutting your shit with subpar ingredients. It's just avocado. And they have 3 salsas that are really good. All 3 of them are really good. One of the tacos that I get there is the arrachera con camarón, which is a shrimp and hanger steak. And if you ever had real hanger steak, you know that it's really good. So, you know, stay tuned. We'll show you some pictures, and we'll give you our critique, I guess.
Okay, so we're here, and I'm gonna get my usual, which is a shrimp taco, cilantro, and cream. And I want it.
Yeah, so that's your usual. I usually get one of those, and with no cabbage. I get mine without cabbage, and then I get the arrachera with shrimp one. It also has cheese in it, so that opens up a whole other debate, whether it's a quesadilla or a taco. But in my humble opinion is if you can't fully close it, then it's not a fucking quesadilla, it's a taco. Alright, so here we go. So Sophie and I aren't big fans of the music that plays here, but you know, it's a good sign when yeah. There's the cart right there behind us where the little tent's at. They open around 9 a.m. and they're usually here till about 6 p.m. You know, they have a little terrace they opened up now, but the speakers are right in your face, and I hate loud music while I'm eating, so I avoid that.
Hello.
Dale play ahí para que vayan y compren y prueben un poquito. Recuerden que la terraza está abierta exclusivamente para ustedes. Nos esperamos el sábado.
So we're leaving the taco truck after another successful taco hunt. And so the name of the place now is El Sabor de la Baja, and it's on 8th Street in Chula Vista. It's right off of Broadway.
Location counter 1.
Yeah. And only one.
Only one.
Well, no,
One
I'll
and
say it
one.
again towards the end just to make sure I drive the point home.
One and one only.
A couple of things I want to clarify. As I said, they come with cream earlier. So there's cream available. That's not sour cream, okay? I know for a lot of you of our, I don't know, tan challenged viewers, you might think it's sour cream, but sour cream, it might surprise you to know it's not necessarily very authentic on Mexican food, okay? It's mostly a Tex-Mex thing, which is very different. In fact, I've only had actual sour cream on one thing in my entire life eating street food in Mexico, and it was just recently. In fact, it was this year at a place where they're making a new style of tacos. So it's crema mexicana, which is softer. It's a table cream is one of the things they call it here. It has the consistency of heavy whipping cream before you whip it, but you know, being Mexican, they add something to it. Sometimes it's mayo, sometimes it's just salt and pepper, but it's really good. The tacos themselves are great. The hanger steak was really good. The shrimp's really good. The beer batter's on point.
Yeah. Again, I recommend coming to that taco.
She's eating Doritos as her dessert, by the way. Yeah.
I recommend coming to that taco truck place if you want seafood tacos.
Yeah, so it's primarily seafood. It's a seafood cart. Mainly tacos. It's a taco cart mainly, but it does have shit like tostadas and ceviche stuff, which we don't really get into. We're here for the tacos, you know. The salsas.
This is the thing that we purchased.
Yeah, it's our high-end camera equipment.
Ooh,
Anyways, as far as the salsas go, the salsa is a different category. You know, good salsa is very important. So they have a shit ton of the salsas in the little bottles, the stuff that's heavy on vinegar, and the stuff that people with the bland palates really like, which seems to be very common in people who enjoy seafood. They like a lot of lime and vinegar in their foods because their palates have just been fucked up. Anyways, they have three main salsas that aren't that kind, and there's two of them are cream based. One of them is green, and what I really like about that one is that you can actually taste the flavor of the peppers. Yeah, cream based. There's cream in the salsa. Yeah, crema, salsa crema. Yeah. Yeah. It's good. I mean, it's relatively. I mean, it depends on where you go. You know, some places use crema mexicana a lot, and they'll mix it with chiles. My dad used to mix it with chiles serranos. Anyways, you can taste the peppers. They don't use jalapenos because jalapenos are for gringos. They use serranos and poblanos, so you can taste the pepper, which is really cool. The one I use on everything that I really like is like a peach colored one, and it's because it's also cream based, and it's a chipotle sauce. And you know, Jack in the Box made chipotle famous in the U.S. you know, like a decade ago. But if you've never had chipotles like right out of the can or fresh in escabeche, which is they're kind of pickled, but it's very special, and they're smoked, right? So it's got a smoky flavor. This salsa, you can taste the smokiness of the chipotle peppers. They make it themselves, and the deep red one is fucking dangerous, man. That thing is spicy, and I made that mistake the first time I showed up. I just went at it, and first bite, I was fucking sweating, like nose was running. It's really hot, and I had to finish the taco, you know, and so it was very difficult, but I muscled my way through it. So if you're not into very spicy shit, avoid that salsa. Anything else you want to add, Sophie?
Taco got the best.
Yeah, shrimp tacos are her favorite. She said the birria ones from last time were pretty close, but shrimp tacos are Sophie's favorite. The battered shrimp, anyway. So yeah, El Sabor de la Baja on 8th Street in Chula Vista, California, just off of Broadway, between Broadway and Woodlawn.
Ding.
Yeah, Woodlawn Avenue.
Location counter 2. I don't know what corner it's gonna be in when I edit this.
Yeah, that'll make sense later.
Yeah.
Anyways, so yeah, hope you guys get to try it. They're really good, and if you guys have any suggestions or any questions, leave them in the comments, and we'll try to get back to you. Sophie's like super important, so if she has time to pencil you in, she'll go ahead and do that. I'll explain it to her later.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. Give us a like if this helped you out at all, or leave a negative comment if you're so inclined to be a dick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else you want to add, Sophie?
Don't be a douche.
Don't be a douche.